What is up, nerds? In today's video, I'm going to be going over the entirety of the final boss fight, the Wardens and the raid Tombs of a Masket. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel to get all my future videos and guides. I have a goal of reaching 500 subs by the time my baby is due to be born in June, so every like, sub, and share helps and means the world to me, and I can't thank you all enough for the love and support you all show to me and the channel. But now, let's dive straight into the video. Before we begin, these are the invos we have on, everything but insanity. This should always be used in any normal level raid, with the exception of maybe Ancient Haste if you don't have decent gear. This will be used all the way up to 350s when you start using insanity more often. Alright, so if you're watching this video, I am assuming you don't know much about the Warden's fight, if anything at all. I'm going to break everything down for you and then show you a real live KC. The Wardens are broken down into 4 different phases, all of which have their own unique mechanics. Phase 1, the obelisk. The obelisk is at the center of the room. Take a sip of a nectar potion and speak to the ghost to begin the fight. Run to the left side of the obelisk and prevent the orbs from going to the Warden by tanking the orbs that come out while attacking the obelisk. Each orb you tank will deal 3 damage. You want to tank them until the red UFO lights come out, which is around 77 HP if you have 99 HP plus a nectar. We do this just to offset their attacks so we don't get attacked at the same time. When you see the lights, just move to an area with no lights to avoid all damage. Once the left side Warden is charged, it will use the same attack, but the lights will be yellow and in different spots. Again, simply move to an area with no light to avoid any damage. Their next attacks will be these flying orbs. If you are solo, there's nothing you can do and you will have to tank these full hits. If, with other players, you will stand at least 1 tile away from other people until it hits you, then all group up together before the other one hits you to mitigate most damage. If you are solo, you will tank the hits no matter what, unfortunately. In this clip, I take a 28 on the first one and a 19 on the second, leaving me with 27 HP after tanking, so plan accordingly with your health. They will alternate between UFO attacks and orb attacks until the obelisk health hits 0, which will then start the second phase of the fight. Phase 2, the Warden. In Phase 2, the right side Warden will awaken, and start with a yellow shield over its health bar. The Warden uses prayers like Akka does, and you'll always attack him first with Mage, and then on his second down, you'll attack with Range, and if third, Mage, and repeat until you get his total health to 0. In between taking down the Warden's shield and doing damage to its core, the obelisk in the middle does some special attacks that we need to go over. Skulls, where the obelisk launches skulls into the air. You must either run away or stand north, east, south, or west of a shadow. Diagonally will not work. It lands in a 7x7 area, so if you are running, make sure you run far enough away. You will be hit hard and your prayer will be disabled if you don't avoid this. Windmill. This is just some red glowing spots on the ground which you need to avoid. They move in a windmill-like pattern, and you just simply need to move to a non-glowing tile before a red beam hits you. If you get hit, you will get hit hard and your prayer will be disabled. And then lastly, the converging beams. Simply avoid this by standing on a square where a beam is not shooting up. If you don't avoid this, like all other attacks, it will hit you hard and disable your prayer. The Warden itself will alternate between range and mage attacks, and most damage can be prevented by using the correct prayer. He will hit you if you stand in melee range, so stay clear of that. He will use a special attack as well, where the Warden disables your prayer and will either launch a white arrow, red skimmy, or blue spell at you. Simply pray range for the arrow, melee for skim, and mage for spell to avoid all damage from this special attack. Once the Warden's yellow health bar drops to 0, the Warden will drop a core onto the ground. Simply switch to your melee gear, equip your dragon dagger or whatever special attack weapon you're using, turn piety on and take a sip of adrenaline if you have one, and start attacking the core with special attacks. Depending on how quickly you switch and everything, you can get your spec percentage down to about 25%, though usually you'll get around 37%. Once the core goes back to the Warden, you'll have to take down his yellow shield again just like the first time. Switch to your range gear this time and begin attacking and correctly praying against his attacks. The only difference with the Warden going forward is sometimes he may use this move where he shoots this black mud at you and you have to just move one tile away, otherwise you will get stuck in place for a few seconds. The Warden can sometimes be killed in 2 downs, but it's usually recommended to do 3 downs because it gives you more points, meaning more chance at a purple. Unless you don't have enough supplies, I suggest 3 downing the Wardens at all times. After 3 downs, you don't get any more points anyway, so just do 3 if possible. Phase 3, Ground Smash. In this phase, the Wardens will begin smashing the ground, lifting tiles up. You must start by standing 1 tile east of the center tile, then move to 1 tile to the left of the center, and repeat. Continue doing the cycle until they reach 80% health. At each 20% interval of health, the Warden will release skulls which you must attack with melee to destroy. Failing to destroy the skulls will result in being hit hard, possibly KO'd if you're not skull skipping or know what you're doing. When all skulls are destroyed, run back to the original square you started on, 1 tile to the right of center, and be ready to get the sequence of attacking and then moving a square when a ground smash attack is performed. Once you get to a second down, one of the demi-bosses from earlier in the raid will appear and start attacking as well. If you have followed the rest of my videos linked in the description, nice plug me, you would have gone the path of Zebek, Kefri, Akka, Baba, meaning that Zebek will appear first. Zebek will just either attack with range or mage and you have to protect correctly, otherwise you'll be hit pretty hard. Destroy the skulls while praying correctly against Baba and continue the fight. At 40% health, more skulls will appear, and now another demi-boss will also appear, which again if you went the same paths as I did, it will be Baba. All Baba does is throw a rock at you and you have to dodge them by moving 1 square from where they are falling. Destroy skulls, protect correctly from Zebek, and dodge boulders from Baba and continue on in the fight until you get to 20% health. At 20% health, it's the same thing, just more skulls, keep dodging boulders and protecting correctly and continue on. Once you get the Warden to 5% health, we've entered the final phase. Phase 4, Enrage phase. At this point, all hell breaks loose. You've been beating the Warden's ass and he's pissed. He restores about 20% health and begins letting a ton of lightning strikes out at random tiles. You must dodge these or get hit with some decent damage. The 2 demi-bosses will continue to attack as well, so try to keep an eye on when Zebek changes prayers and try to listen for the sound of a boulder drop. Whenever you hear a whistle sound, when a boulder is dropping, you know you have to move a tile because a boulder is coming down on your tile. Tiles will begin to slowly be ripped away, so focusing on DPS is crucial in this phase. If your health drops below 50-ish, drink an ambrosia and continue attacking. And before you know it, boom, just like that, you have taken down the Wardens and completed the Tombs of a Masket raid GZ. And when the Warden is done being ripped away, you can just click on the white teleport to go to the burial chamber. And who knows, boys, someday maybe this could be you. Yeah, that's right, your boy got a shadow, not on the same raid, but a couple weeks ago I got my first shadow ever on the iron. Of course, huge upgrade, but yes, this can and will be you someday. Don't forget to give this video a like and sub to the channel to get all my future videos and guides. I have my goal of reaching 500 subs by June when my baby is due to be born, so I'd really appreciate it. For the rest of the video, I'm going to show you a live KC if you want to watch a full uninterrupted run. I hope this was able to help you all, and I hope every single one of you get spooned shadows or whatever you're looking for. Until next time, nerds, peace.